Welcome to Ajax Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss wave optics. In this, problems on polarization of light part 1. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's session. First one. A ray of light incident on the surface of glass of refractive index 1.55 at the polarizing angle. The angle of polarization is, here we have to calculate the angle of polarization. Let us go to the solution. In this question, the given refractive index as 1.55. So, mu is equals to 1.55. So, the polarizing at the polarizing angle. So, that is tan IP is equals to mu, that is equals to 1.55. So, polarizing angle of incidence, that is equals to tan inverse of mu. So, that is tan inverse of 1.55. So, that is equals to 57 degrees 10 minutes. So, from this angle of polarization, so that is R is equals to 90 degrees minus angle of incidence, that is 90 minus 57 degrees 10 minutes, that is equals to 32 degrees 50 minutes. So, this is the angle of polarization. Okay. Next, we will go to the next one. The critical angle of a certain medium is sin inverse of 3 by 5. The polarizing angle of the medium is, here we have to calculate the polarizing angle of the medium. Let us go to the solution. The given in this question, that is sin C is equals to 3 by 5. From this we are writing mu is equals to 5 by 3. Mu is equals to 5 by 3. If IP is the polarizing angle, if IP is the polarizing angle, then tan IP is equals to mu, or we can write as IP is equals to, that is angle of incidence, polarizing angle of incidence is equals to tan inverse of mu. So, this the polarizing angle of the medium IP, that is equals to, substituting mu in this, we are getting tan inverse of 5 by 3. Okay. Next, we will go to the next question. In this question, if the polarizing angle of a piece of glass for green light is 54.74 degrees, then the angle of minimum deviation for an equilateral prism made of same glass. Here, in this question, we have to find out angle of minimum deviation. Here the given sin 54.74 degrees is equals to 1.414. Let us go to the solution. Given mu is equals to, here the given as green light, angle of polarizing angle of incidence, they given as 54.74 degrees. So, mu is equals to tan I, that is equals to tan, they given as 54.74 degrees. that is equals to 1.414, that is equals to root 2 value 1.414. Okay. Now refractive index mu is equals to sine A plus delta m by 2 by sine A by 2, that is equals to root 2. So now where A is the angle of the prism. So sine of 60 plus delta m by 2 is equals to, here taking cross multiplication, root 2 into A nothing but here angle of the prism, that is 60 degrees, sine 60 by 2. Here equilateral prism, all angles are equal. So here in the place of A substituting 60 degrees angle of the prism. So sine 60 by 2, that is sine 30. So sine of 60 plus delta m by 2 is equals to root 2 into sine 60 by 2 sine 30. So that is equals to root 2 into sine 30 1 by 2. So this can be written as 1 by root 2. See, this root 2 can be written as root 2 here, 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2, 1 root 2, 1 root 2 gets cancels. So this value becomes 1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2 nothing but sine 45 degrees. So sine of 60 degrees plus delta m, this is delta m by 2 is equals to sine 45. Why? Because sine 45 is equals to 1 by root 2. So from this can be written as 60 degrees plus delta m by 2 is equals to 45 degrees. So delta m is equals to, here taking cross multiplication, 45 into 2 90 degrees minus 60, 90 minus 60 30 degrees. So angle of minimum deviation, that is delta m is equals to 30 degrees. Okay. Next we will go to the next question. When the angle of incidence is 60 degrees on the surface of a glass prism, it is found that the refracted ray is completely plane polarized. The velocity of light in glass is, here we have to calculate the velocity of light in glass. Let us go to the solution. As reflected light is completely plane polarized, so therefore angle of polarization, that is polarizing angle of incidence is 60 degrees. Here the given angle of incidence is 60 degrees. So mu is equals to tan I P. So that is equals to, they given as 60 degrees. Tan 60 root 3. So mu is equals to, we are getting root 3. So mu is equals to C by V. From this V is equals to C by mu. So substituting C 3 into 10 to the power of 8 by mu root 3. So this can be written as V is equals to 3 can be written as root 3 into root 3 into 10 to the power of 8 by root 3. Root 3 gets cancels. V is equals to root 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Okay. Next we will go to the next question. Two linearly polarizers are crossed at an angle of 60 degrees. The fraction of intensity of light transmitted by the pair is, here we have to calculate the fraction of intensity of light transmitted by the pair. Here if I naught is the intensity of light incident on the first polarizer, Now I'll discuss if I naught is the intensity of light incident on the first polarizer, then the intensity which comes out of it is then the intensity which comes out of it is I1 is equals to I naught by 2. So this is the intensity of incident on the second polarizer, which is crossed at an angle of 60 degrees. So this is the intensity incident on the second polarizer, which is crossed which is crossed at an angle of 60 degrees. So therefore the intensity that comes out of this second polarizer is I2 is equals to I1 cos square 60 degrees, that is equals to I naught by 8. So this is the intensity that comes out of this second polarizer is I2 is equals to I1 cos square 60. So this cos square 60 becomes I naught by 8. Okay, this is the final answer. I2 is equals to I naught by 8. Okay, next we will go to the next question. In this question, a beam of natural light falls on a system of 5 polaroids which are in succession such that the path axis of each polaroid is turned through 60 degrees with respect to preceding one. The fraction of the incident light intensity that passes through the system is. Here we have to calculate the fraction of the incident light that passes through the system. Now let us go to the solution. Now let us consider I naught be the intensity of incident light. Let I naught be the intensity of incident light. I naught be the intensity of incident light. Then the intensity of light from the first polaroid is, then the intensity of light from the first polaroid is, from the first polaroid is I1 is equals to I naught by 2. Next, intensity of light, intensity of light from the second Polaroid is from the second Polaroid is I2 is equals to I1 cos square 60. So that is equals to I1 nothing but I naught by 2 into 1 by 2 whole square. So that is equals to I naught by 8. Now we will calculate intensity of light from the third Polaroid. Intensity of light from the third Polaroid is I3, that is equals to I2 cos square 60, that is equals to I naught by 8 into 1 by 2 whole square, that is equals to I naught by 2 square 4, 8 fours 32. So next, now we will calculate intensity of light from the fourth Polaroid. Intensity of light from the fourth Polaroid is so that is I4 is equals to I3 cos square 60, that is equals to I3 nothing but here we calculated I3 value I naught by 32. So that is I naught by 32 of cos square 60, that is 1 by 2 whole square. So this is equals to I naught by 1 square 1, 2 square 4, 32 into 4 128. Now we will calculate intensity of light from the fifth Polaroid. Now calculating intensity of light, from the fifth Polaroid is from fifth Polaroid is, so that is I5 is equals to I4 cos square 60, that is equals to I naught by 128 of 1 by 2 whole square, that is equals to I naught by 128 into 4, so that is 512. So therefore the fraction of the incident light that passes through a system is the fraction of the incident light, that passes through the system is I5 by I naught is equals to 1 by 512. Okay, this is the fraction of the incident light that passes through the system, that is I5 by I naught is equals to 1 by 512. Okay, next we will go to the next question. In this question, a transparent thin glass plate of a polarizer is placed on another similar plate such that the angle between their axes is 30 degrees. The intensities of emergent and unpolarized incident light will be in the ratio of. Here we have to calculate the ratio of intensities of emergent and unpolarized incident light. Okay. Now let us go to the solution. Now we are considering I naught be the intensity of unpolarized light. Let I naught be the intensity of unpolarized light. Then intensity of light from first transparent thin plate of a polarized is from first transparent thin plate of a Polaroid is I is equals to I naught by 2. Now this light will pass through the second similar plate whose axis is incident at angle of 30 degrees to that of first plate. Now this light will pass through the second similar plate whose axis is incident at angle 30 degrees, whose axis is incidented at angle of 30 degrees to that of first plate. Now according to Malus law, the intensity of emerging light is emerging light is I dash is equals to I cos square 30. So that is equals to I nothing but I naught by 2 cos square 30, cos 30 root 3 by 2, so root 3 by 2 whole square, so that is equals to root 3 whole square, square root 2 will get cancels, 2 square 4, 4 2 is 8, so I naught by 8. So this is 3 by 8 into I naught. So here we are getting 3 by 8 into I naught. So therefore I dash by I is equals to I dash by I naught is equals to 3 by 8. Here we are getting I dash is equals to 3 by 8 into I naught. The ratio is I dash by I naught is equals to 3 by 8. This is the final answer. Okay. Next we will go to the next question. Light is incident on a glass surface at polarizing angle of 37.5 degrees. Then the angle between the incident ray and the refractor ray is, here we have to calculate the angle between the incident ray and the refractor ray. Let us go to the solution. Here when light is incident at a polarizing angle, the reflected and refracted ray are perpendicular to each other. So here observe this figure. this is the incident ray, and here this is the refracted ray. Here we are separating two medias. One is air media, the other is a glass media, and here this refractor ray, this is the refractor ray, move towards normal. This is R. This complete this angle is the angle between the reflected ray and refracted ray is 90 degrees. This complete this angle is theta. This is theta. Okay, so when a light is incident at a polarizing angle, the reflected and refracted ray or perpendicular to each other. See here as shown in the figure. Observe this figure. In this figure, now the light is incident at polarizing angle, the reflected ray, the refracted ray, or this is the reflected ray, this is the reflected ray, this is the incident, and this is the refracted ray. Reflected ray and refracted ray are perpendicular to each other. These two are perpendicular. This is the reflected ray, refracted ray. These two are perpendicular to each other. So where here IP is the angle of incidence, R is the angle of reflection, where IP is the angle of incidence, R is the angle of reflection, R dash is the angle of refraction. Given here the angle is angle of incidence 57.5 degrees. Let theta be the angle between the incident ray and the refracted ray. Theta be the angle between the incident ray and the refracted ray. So from figure, theta is equals to IP plus R plus 90 degrees. So that is equals to here 2IP plus 90 degrees, because according to laws of reflection, angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. So that is equals to 2 into 57.5 plus 90 degrees. So that is equals to 205 degrees. So theta is equals to 205 degrees. This is the final answer. Okay. Next we will go to the next question. The velocity of light in air is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second, and that in water is 2.2 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. The polarizing angle of incidence is, here we have to calculate the polarizing angle of incidence. Let us go to the solution. The refractive index of water mu is equals to speed of light in air by speed of light in water. So that is mu is equals to speed of light in air, that is they given as 3 into 10 to the power of 8. Speed of light in water they given as 2.2 into 10 to the power of 8. 10 to the power of 8, 10 to the power of 8 gets cancels. 3 by 2.2. Here we are getting 1.36. Now from Brewster's law, tan I is equals to mu, that is equals to they given as 1.363. So therefore polarizing angle of incidence, that is I is equals to tan inverse of 1.36. So that is equals to, we are getting 53.74 degrees. This is the polarizing angle of incidence. Third option is correct, 53.74 degrees. Okay. Next we will go to the next question. In this question, two polaroids P1 and P2 are placed with their axis perpendicular to each other. Unpolarized light I0 is incident on P1. A third polaroid P3 is kept in between P1 and P2 such that its axis makes an angle of 45 degrees with that of P1. The intensity of transmitted light through P2 is, here in this question we have to calculate intensity of transmitted light through P2. Let us go to the solution. The intensity of transmitted light through P1 is, here we are considering as I1. I1 is equals to I0 by 2. The intensity of transmitted light, intensity of transmitted light through P1, that is I1 is equals to I0 by 2. The intensity of transmitted light through P3 is I2. The intensity of transmitted light, the intensity of transmitted light through P3, that is I2 is equals to I1 cos square 45 degrees. I1 nothing but I0 by 2 cos 45 1 by root 2, that is cos square 45 nothing but 1 by root 2 whole square. So this is equals to I0 by root 2 whole square nothing but root square gets cancels and 2 2s are 4. So I0 by 4. The angle between polaroids P3 and P2 is equals to 90 minus 45. The angle between polaroids P3 and P2, that is equals to 90 minus 45 degrees. So that is 90 minus 45, 45. So now therefore intensity of transmitted light through P2 is, intensity of transmitted light, intensity of transmitted light through P2. So that is equals to I3 is equals to I2 cos square 45, that is equals to I2 nothing but here we are getting I naught by 4. I naught by 4 of 1 by cos 45 1 by root 2, cos square 45 1 by root 2 whole square. So that is equals to I naught by 4 to 8, square root gets cancels. So 4 to 8. So this is the angle between polaroids P3 and P2. So that is 45 degrees we are getting. Now intensity of transmitted light through P2, that is I3 is equals to I naught by 8. This is the final answer. Thanks for watching this video.